Let's look at a Christian perspective on things. Do you think that you're absorbing energy from your television? Or is it passively sapping your energy into it? Are you being programmed to a degree you may not be aware of yet? TV has always made me feel distant from God. I wonder how many Christians feel the same way. Do not throw away your time anymore. Your time is what your life is made of. Ecclesiastes 11:6 through 10, King James Version. In the morning sow thy seed, and in the evening withhold not thine hand. But thou knowest not whether it shall prosper, either this or that, or whether they both shall be alike good. Proverbs 21:20. There is a treasure to be desired, and oil in the dwelling of the wise, but a foolish man spendeth it up. This verse contrasts to the wise person who builds up resources with the fool who squanders them. Psalms 101:3, King James Version. I will set no wicked thing before mine eyes. I hate the work of them that turn aside, and it shall not cleave to me. To wean yourself off Hollywood and TV for most people will take some time. Cold turkey may be rough, especially on your kids, and it will really leave people longing, as if they just lost their best friend. Our minds have been saturated with trash for so long, it's very hard to quit cold turkey. If you feel like you can do that, though, by all means do it. The Bible commands believers to come out of the world, to avoid participation in its sinful practices, and to remain separate from its unholy influences. This call to be separate is found in verses like 2 Corinthians 6:17. Come out from among them and be separate. And Revelations 18:4. Come out of her, my people, that you be not partakers of her sins, signifying a spiritual detachment from the world's systems and a commitment to God's will. While Christians are to live in the world, they are not to be part of the world, meaning they should engage with the world for God's purposes, but avoid adopting its ungodly principles or becoming too closely associated with its ungodly ways. Media and entertainment are not inherently evil, but it has become the medium for an insidious evil that invades our minds and our children's minds. If used wisely, it could be a source of good to enhance our lives and advance learning, just as any powerful tool can be used to make our lives easier and more efficient. But in the wrong hands and carelessly used, that tool becomes a very dangerous weapon. And the more powerful the tool, the more damage it's capable of doing. And we have been given the God-given wisdom to use tools to make it better for ourselves and others, or vice versa, for the defilement, detriment, or physical and mental harm for others and ourselves. And no one in their right mind can say that television isn't being used maliciously or recklessly by corporate moguls, and carelessly and mindlessly being used by the rest of us. Any tool can be a blessing. Try hunting with a spear or a slingshot instead of a gun. Try chopping down a tree with an axe or a chainsaw. The difference is like night and day. But get careless and reckless with either one, and tremendous harm will be done. If you really think your television is harmless, it means you really should do more research. We are seeing the damage all around us. Teachers are quitting because students aren't able to read. Truth is out there, or at least it is for now, for those who really care about it. This is well worth your time. Time is life. That's just an undeniable fact. Freedom is breaking away from that control and taking your mind back. Television is a prison of the mind. It's very sad to see so many people in this condition. So the red and the blue pill from the Matrix represent exactly what choice you are making now. AI is here and it's growing. Soon nothing will be real. TV has been used for decades to manipulate our desires, our feelings, and perceptions. It is very evil, and it's only going to get worse. And we know this deep down inside ourselves. We know it. That's why you're here. Television, music, and cinema keep changing rapidly for the worse. It will not get better. It has always been used as a propaganda tool, but never to the degree that it is now. Laugh at this if you want to, but it's true. Hollywood, television, and music industry is now satanic. What they do goes beyond entertainment. It's enchantment. Most of us can see this, even though we don't want to face it. Believe this or not, the fact is they believe it, and they freely admit it. Aside from this aspect, just ask yourself this: in what way is TV a positive and beneficial part of my life? One reason I justified television was it helped to kill time. But think about that. Is our free time really that worthless? Isn't that our life? Lust and temptation. If you want to stop lusting or stop an addiction to porn, then you have to do everything you can to avoid seductive images. Just as your cravings will subside and completely disappear in time when you quit smoking or quit drinking or whatever, they will also quit and subside, and it will go away completely when you quit indulging in sensual images. How do I know this? Well, because I quit all those things. It's been decades since I craved a cigarette, a couple of years since I craved booze, and I haven't craved porn in a very long time. It's been years since I've indulged in sex with anyone, and I don't miss it, and I don't get lonely, and I don't feel lonely. If you feed cravings, they don't get satisfied. They only get worse, and they only get more intense. And the more you indulge, the more intense they get. And you can quit at any age. I went for more than a year in my 20s without sex of any kind. No PMO. That's no pornography, masturbation, or orgasm. I was on a ship with all guys, and I found out my best friend had herpes from the one time that he had ever been with someone. For this reason, and just being sick of engaging in random sex with the heartbreak and the emptiness, regret, guilt, and the longing that it leaves you with, I quit sex totally. Whenever we hit a port, I avoided the strip bars. Eventually, I stopped lusting. It wasn't lust that drew me back into indulging in sex again. It was pride. All that's another story and deserves a video by itself too. But going back to giving in to lust was the biggest mistake of my life, and it led to so many regrets that I can't list them here. I just wanted to briefly say that this is the way. You may try to just give up porn, but it's likely to fail if you don't give up sensually explicit images, because it will eventually lure you right back into the porn habit. It's our choice. This choice doesn't just affect us personally, but it affects our children and our loved ones. Make the right one. Choose Christianity in God's way. Choose to be blessed and not to be a curse. To choose to stay on the common path is to choose Satan's way. That may seem like oversimplifying things, but it really is that simple. So simple that a child can understand it. You would feel some longing. You would feel left out a little, maybe even a lot. You will no doubt lose a few friends and be less popular. An outsider even among Christians. But that will pass, and you will grow and make new friends and become a new person yourself. You will realize who your true friends are. You may even feel like a weirdo, and your friends and kids' friends may belittle them for not watching TV or not knowing what's going on. They may think that you're strange, but TV has only been a part of people's lives for the last 100 years. And people back then survived and thrived on farming, out and living, and making their own. So were they all degenerates and weird for all those centuries? Or is it the modern TV digital culture that's actually weird? One true friend is worth 1,000 superficial ones, and sadly, people are more superficial than ever. This doesn't mean that you have to stop loving and caring for them, because we are all sinners and all either growing or we're regressing. And the regression is largely due to the hypnotic effect of music and TV. Satan has them in his grip. He has the world in the chokehold. The truth will set you free. We don't even realize that we are being controlled and enslaved. But once you have broken free, you will realize and feel what it's like to be a truly free human being who is a child of God. And a man will start to feel like a man again, and a woman will start to feel like she's more than what the image that's pushed on her by the television. Her self-respect and true nature will shine through. I can't fully tell you the truth that you will start seeing, the reality that you will wake up to, and the freedom that you will feel. The veil is going to be lifted. True knowledge, true comprehension, awareness of reality. Most people aren't living that way anymore. We are just not as aware as we used to be. Before TV, someone could give you driving directions such as this. Just turn right, go about 3 miles up the road next to the red barn, take your second left, and then turn again when you see the big house with the horses out back. Go 1 more mile and you'll be there. Most people could not absorb and retain that much information in their heads anymore. Even in their hometown, with stuff that they see every day, they don't even notice it. We are all becoming cognitive diminished. Does that sound like a scary term? It's even scarier when you find out that it's all planned. We live in a fantasy world, and it's getting worse every day. Humanity is well on the way to becoming transhumans, cyborgs, mindless. You walk in the aisles of the stores and people don't even see you. People don't politely move out of the way when they see you coming down the aisle. It's like they are completely unaware of anything until their phone beeps. It's inconsiderate, but it's more than that. They are simply oblivious to their surroundings because their minds are always somewhere else. And no matter where they are and what they are doing now, this moment, they are not here.
The Matrix is a system, Neo. That system is our enemy.